but we go into the first race of the day. 9 races in total, bringing us to a complete total of 24 races of meeting. Race 16, the Senior Rotax second chance heat, as we've already had a spinner on the sighting lap. Not what you want, because there has been some rainfall overnight. So here is your starting order for 17 drivers competing for 6 places in the pre-finals and the finals here on finals day. Mads Lies, who had 2 DNFs and a victory yesterday, he starts from pole position. Alongside him will be Belgium's Gilles Clouet. Patrick Slokmelis in the 364 from Latvia will start on row 2 on the inside of said row, P3. Vincent Boutelier from France will be alongside on that same row, where it is the Netherlands and Switzerland represented by Colin van Lammeren and Mario Sidler on row 3. Row 4, France and Latvia are represented by Marcelo Wegner-Pahord and Daniel Hunt. Scott Westhovens from the Netherlands and Stéphane Lemounot from France round out the top 10. Then it's Turnschmidt, Beer Dorrestein, Julian Hasch, Alexander Krawinkel, Hugo Bach, Wood Kirstens and Jens Planger. That is the 17-strong driver lineup for this race. And we have 7 minutes on the clock, plus an additional lap. Then all races after this will be 13 laps, 13 minutes plus an additional lap in duration. So it will be a little bit longer, but the finals will then decide the weekend result here for the kickoff. So all results called by myself on the live stream commentary will be provisional, pending any sporting and technical checks. So anything that needs to be investigated by race control and anything picked up in the Parc Fermé when they get weighed and the front fairings are checked. So we'll be down to Mads Lies and Gilles Clouet to control the pace as they now come through turn 12. And this is where things get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Through into the tram lines we go. Are we ready? Are we steady? The drivers are. The revs rise. It looks like we've got a very good start and a great start by Mads Lies. As now, that looks to be possibly Clouet that's just gone through. You know, that's Slokmelis that has just gone up into second position and is already pounding Rees for the lead as they head through into the Europolan for the first time. Through turn 6. Everyone neatly making it through so far. Looks like there's been a little change down at the bottom part of the order. Looks like Jens Planger has got back up a position on Wood Kirstens. But Mads Lies at the moment, is he still leading? Because now they're coming through the right-hander at 8 and then into the left-hand hairpin at 9. And at the moment, Mads Lies is still coming under salvo fire from Patrick Slokmelis from Latvia. Gilles Clouet, Boutelier van Lammeren now rounds out the top 5. And Mario Sidler is in the danger zone. He is in 6th place. But obviously, this can all change. I've seen it where a complete top 6 has been rearranged in the likes of the Euro Trophy and the BNL Karting Series when a second chance heat is involved. But for the moment, there was definitely a bit of feistiness there. And I think that was Scott Westhovens that just had a really good move up the inside through turn 3. Oh, a little bit of door banging there. And that was a little bit further down the order. And that would have been possibly between Wegner-Pahord and Dorrestein, I believe. And that is at the back part of this. But you can see there. That is very much someone's definitely trying to do a wake-up call at the moment. As Mario Sidler scything his way through traffic. So Sidler from Switzerland looking to move up the order. So he'll currently be in around about 9th position. As they come across the line, they complete lap number 2. Van Lammeren drops to 6th position ahead of Stéphane Lemounot. Mario Sidler still in 10th place. Well, that might be the case that he might have just got past Scott Westhovens, I believe. But Mads Lies has now got half a second advantage over Patrick Slokmelis. Gilles Clouet rounds out the top 3. Then it's Vincent Boutelier from France, Beer Dorrestein from the Netherlands, and Colin van Lammeren. That is your top 6 at the moment. We still have just over 4.5 minutes remaining on this race. So the top 30 have all, as there's a little bit of pushing and shoving, as now this is a real intense battle. I think this is possibly with Marcelo Vigna-Parod, and this is in around about 8th position. As right up the inside. I think that was possibly Turn Schmidt that's just gone up the inside, possibly of Mario Sidler, I think. While there's more changes happening, as there's nearly a side-by-side altercation going through, and that was the 330 Scott Westhoven's trying his level best at this particular moment in time. I've just had a nice little WhatsApp message from my friend David Robinson, who said that it looks a lot cooler in Genk than it was than Al Ain for the for the UAE RMC yesterday. So yeah, good to hear from people far and wide. But this battle here, which is very much exacerbating, there has been changes for position here, and you can just see how competitive these drivers are. And that is the three ahead. That's Vigna-Parod, I believe, Westhovens and Lemunor ahead of Mario. Well, Turn Schmidt's in there as well. Mario said they're trying to plant it around the outside of Stefan Lemunor going through turn 12. That's brazen from the Swiss driver. And look at this, 5 carts going in, and this is where things could get rather ugly. You've got Lemunor ahead of Westhovens, and right behind you've got Hugo Back. Oh, Hugo Back goes into the back of Scott Westhovens, and I think that was a bit of a great corrective move there on that particular occasion. And you can see there's a little bit of an indent on Hugo Back's carts, the cart's front bumper. So, but whether that has been enough for that front fairing to be pushed in, we have had it once this weekend already, where a driver was actually found to have pushed the front fairing back into position. So that can be the case where I've heard of it before, and I've actually seen it live on air on other karting streams, where people have actually been found to kicking the front fairing out, which is very much frowned upon. So we are now on to lap number 6. We've got just over 2 minutes remaining on the clock, and the battling for the last few positions as now Colin van Lammeren finds himself out of 6th. He's down to 7th, courtesy of Marcelo Vigna-Parod. And this is where things get interesting once again. Van Lammeren and Sidler in the same train at the moment as they're going down the Europolaan. And for those wondering about the current air temperature in Genk, it is currently 8 degrees Celsius and cloudy. There was some rainfall overnight. Some more moves happening up the inside through turn 10. That's a great little move there. And someone decides to, it was like a scalded cat on a hot tin roof up the inside through turn number 11. I think that's possibly Marcelo Vigna-Parod that's just made up a position. We'll find it as they go across line. Well, that was Hugo Back on the 368 of Stefan Lemunor. So Scott Westhovens and Hugo Back both making an opportunity. So Lemunor now rounds out the top 10. However, with time fast ticking away, side by side. And Scott Westhovens gets run wide by Hugo Back. And the Dutchman will not be happy about that at all, I can tell you. That much is very much certain. 42 seconds still to go on the clock. And Mads Rees now has a comfortable lead of 1.1 seconds over Patrick Slokmelis. Vincent Bouteye rounds out the top 3 a further second adrift. And Mads Rees, when he crosses the line next time, will be on the penultimate lap of the race. He's now making his way through turns 1 and 2, as is Slokmelis, Bouteye, Chloé, Dorrestein, and Vigna-Parod. That is your top 6 in the second chance heat. So 17 drivers, I think, are still all circulating at this particular moment. And the entire field, all the way from Mads Rees to Julien Hache from France, covered by just over 15.6 seconds at this particular moment. But we're on the penultimate lap, and the leaders now making their way through turn 8 and into 9. Mads Rees has just gone through the shot there underneath the timing tower that you can see on the graphics on your screen. So Mads Rees, I did say yesterday that he would be in the second chance heat, but that victory really helped him and put him into pole position for this race, and he's led from lights out to checkered flag So Mads Rees goes on to the final lap, running in his Team Denmark overalls. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to be getting up to in GT4. But Mads, one thing, can you do me a favour, please? I know he can't hear me at the moment because he'll be hearing Guillaume Alvarez's voice. To come back from time to time and come racing and karting. I mean, you know, that's why people such as Glenn Van Parijs come back and go racing with us time and time again. Karting is part and parcel of what motorsport means. You know, this is words of Ayrton Senna. This is pure racing. Okay, great. There are prizes as we get another little toe-to-toe encounter there. But out of the final corner, Denmark's Mads Rees in the 379 takes the checkered flag. Lochmelis takes second. Bouteye takes third. Chloé fourth. Dorrestein fifth. Wegner Parod from France takes the final provisional place in the pre-finals for Senior Rotax. Their pre-final will be the last one before the lunch break, which will be at 12:40 local time in Europe and 11:40 in the United Kingdom. If you are in Dubai or the United Arab Emirates or anywhere in that area, you'll be 4 hours ahead, so it'll be 16:40. But Mads Rees does a perfect job in the second chance seat. I always thought that might be the case. So let's have a look at the results, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Mads Rees takes the victory by 0.831 seconds ahead of Latvia's Patrick Slokmelis. Vincent Bouteye from RM Concept under Morgan Riche rounds out the top three representing France. Dames Racing's Gilles Chloé from Belgium takes fourth position ahead of Beer Dorrestein, running as an independent. From the Netherlands, Marcelo Wegner-Parod rounds out the top six. That is provisionally your top six that will advance to the pre-finals and the finals here on finals day. And we have to say, parting is such sweet sorrow to the following drivers, 11 of them: Colin van Lammeren, Hugo Bach, Scott Westhovens, Stefan Lemonor, Mario Sidler, Jens Pranger, Tern Schmidt, Wout Kirstens, Daniel Hunt, Alexander Kamwinkel, and Julien Hasch from France.